Everybody, how you doing? You know what? I just wanted to address the Eddie Long saga. It has been a long saga. It's been a long, long saga. And for those of you who are celebrating his death, shame on you. Shame on you. Yes, it was wrong. Yes, it was wrong all the way around. And I've said from the start, you know what? Yeah, he did it. Pay those guys, get them along, move them on, let them go on about their lives. Because, see, those fellas, I know you're saying he coerced you and he continued to coerce you and you didn't have nothing. So you took it because you were without and you didn't have no father. It's a lot of brothers and sisters that don't have fathers that won't be subjugated to a whore and prostitute, even when they were 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. When the man approached you, why didn't you run and tell the first person you could? You were afraid of what? You were afraid of what? It's shameful, you all. And yes, it's done now. And judgment, I believe God let us see that too. But I also believe if Eddie Long had lived a life of truth, he could have easily avoided this timely death. But you know what? You cannot not take your medicine. If you got a critical or a chronic illness, why would you not take your medicine? There's no guarantee God is going to heal you. Not saying that he can't. I'm just saying he may not want to. Some things you put yourself into. And he gives you an opportunity to come to him, to go to him and say, look, man, I messed up. And everybody wants, and I'm upset, number one, because everybody wants, you want to be the judge, you want to be the jury, and you want to be the person that condemns. You can't do that. Because if he went to God in private, and I'm sure he did, trust me, he's had that conversation, and it ain't up to you to say, well, you know, he didn't come out and admit. Who says he didn't admit it? Stop it! And I have a personal issue with this. Yes, I've lost a lot of friends to AIDS and HIV. But you know what? They lived their lives as gay men. And they were happy with their lives. You can't control what somebody does to and gives you. It's just like any heterosexual. You can't control that disease, but you can control your flesh. And I do believe even homosexuals who are not promiscuous, who are not free love giving. I'm like Drake, shoot, that stuff's so good you should get paid. You're giving it to them for free. I did a message on that. My first message was on that, and I said, and I wrote it, and I don't mind. I don't have to put the link to this, y'all, but church, this has been going on forever. It's been going on forever. But you can't condemn anybody for their life. People don't choose to be gay. Who wants to be gay, to be beat up, to be ostracized, to be abandoned? Enough is enough, y'all. Accept it. Do something about it. If it's so appalling to you. It's appalling to me the way people treat people and say that they love God. You're a liar. You're a liar. Some people live their life. It's just a big lie. And you can expect the worst to happen to you when you lie. Live your life truthfully. And if nobody loves you, guess who? The person that you have to be accountable to. The one entity that we all have to be accountable for. If you believe in that. There are some people who left this earth that did not believe in God. And I don't know if God put them in heaven or hell. I don't have a place. I don't have a role. I don't have a list of who's going to make it and who's not going to make it. But I guarantee you this, you better check your heart. You better check your heart and check out your tongue. Because life and death is in the power of the tongue. Tell me why people live 25, 30 years with HIV and never acquire AIDS. Why? It's what you do. Maybe it's because what they do. Maybe it is because they praise. Maybe it is because they have a relationship with God. Maybe they're not worried about your judgment, but they're worried about the Most High. And I don't have no other name. I ain't coming with you, Yeshua, and Yeshua, and all of that. His name is Jesus. His name is Yahweh, or Jehovah, Elohim, God the Creator. I'm about to walking in the lines of Bishop Carlton Pearson. They separated him because he believed God told him that you can't ostracize people. You don't know what I'm doing this day. And there will come a time, years from now, when religion will change. It will change. It's in the Bible. And you're so concerned about the Bible, read it and get an understanding. You know these things were going to happen. He says it's all going to happen. Everything, homosexuality, lesbianism, all of this, wars, rumors of wars, people getting ready to go to war, people in wars. The battle ain't yours. You're going to fight in a war, but it's not of flesh. You're fighting against flesh and blood. It's about principalities and the rulers of darkness and wickedness. That's what the word says. He says there's going to come a time when all of this was going to come, and you just hold to what you know to be true and what to be faithful. And he says, and if you don't believe what you say you believe, that's the greatest sin of all. So keep on believing. Keep trusting God. Those of you who are homosexuals, those of you who are gay, keep on loving God. Keep on loving people. Be careful. These are the days that try men's souls. And yes, I appreciated what I learned from Eddie Long. And I've been following Eddie a long time, taking authority. I just wished he could have lived his life. Because when you live a lie, you bring other people that are living, that are in your world, into that. You shouldn't want to involve anybody into any type of nonsense or mayhem or malady. And I know he's a keeper, y'all. You see this scar on my chest is peeking out. I want to share something with you, but I'm not going to share that with you. It's intimate. It's intimate. And one day, God told me I'll be able to tell and share that with people who could understand, who are willing to hear the story. Because see, some of you all will hear somebody's darkest secrets, and you'll just love to run and you'll be digging ditches. But the word says you better dig too. You better dig too. And I remember when I had this heart attack and I had this, Eddie didn't know me, but I had friended him. And he did send me a message through Facebook. He says, man of God, you are one of God's special ones. What you've gone through, he said, I heard about you. You've gone through a lot. He says, ask God what you want and he'll give it to you. You know what I asked him? I said, I just want that 360 where you said that all we have to do if we want to, I just want to be able to communicate with you, man of God. And that I got. I wonder what would have happened if I had asked for some money. Some of y'all would have, wouldn't you? But that's not what he was calling me for. He was calling to encourage me. And I want to encourage those who are at new birth. Forget these naysayers. Y'all know it was cancer. And anybody that can prove differently, prove it. If you can prove differently, prove it. You ever heard of HIPAA law? You're talking about a lawsuit and being paid off. That person is going to be paid off, especially if they find out that you're talking about them and they didn't give you authorization to do so. How do you know? Check yourselves before y'all wreck yourselves. Yes, that man is gone. And people are going to think whatever they want to think. And I'm of the crew that I'm going to remember him as a man of God. A man who had a word for such a time as this. And I'll go as far to say God made it possible so that we could see that it ain't nothing good about living a lie. I don't give a damn who you are. Live in your truth and be the best you can be. Be the best you can be. And be as honest as you can possibly be in the face of folks who would lie and set traps for you. Just know that you'll make it. You will make it. You know, I'm about to embark upon something that I'm looking forward to, and I'm going to be working with a group of people, and we're going to be talking about condomless activities. Without that, if you're not married and you take the precautions, y'all, because that disease ain't nothing funny. No disease is funny. That's why I'm saying, unless you know what you're talking about, shut your mouth. Just shut your mouth. Okay, I would say I love you with the love of God. I can't, because I don't. I ain't gonna lie, I don't. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. I don't love you with the love of God, because he's gonna love you unconditionally, no matter what your state. Straight, gay, bi, tri, trans. He don't give a damn. He gonna love you like that, because he's God. I'm trying to get there. But I can respect you as long as you can respect yourself and you can respect others. You do that. You do that. That's the least that I could do. So with that said, y'all, let's stay prayerful for one another. And I'm wishing the best for all of y'all, even my haters. They say if you ain't got any haters, you ain't about nothing anyway. Because see, if he was just another man without a call, without a church, a mega church, it's just somebody didn't have nothing. Y'all wouldn't even say nothing about it. It's like, oh, there go another one. Cast him aside. God ain't like that. And don't worry about whether or not he repented or not. Trust me, he did. That's a man of God. You don't think he knew what his errors were? And just because you pay somebody off, don't mean you guilty. I thought he should have anyway, just to keep it out of the damn papers. Because I knew this was going to happen. And I knew that he was going to get sick. God told me, you ain't seen nothing. You wait a few years, Joel. And I ain't saying I'm a prophet either. Because some of y'all are profiteers. You're not prophets. It don't take a prophet to know when somebody's sick and then say they're going to die. The prophecy is you're going to live when you should die. Now that's prophecy. Talk to me. You don't like what I'm saying? All right, I'm good with that. But talk to me. Don't talk at me. And this is not a conversation. This ain't even dialogue. This is me talking to you. And you cannot talk back to me. So this is not a conversation. This is a declaration. And it is. If you do not know what you're talking about, shut your mouth. As they say in the church, all minds clear. All minds clear.